Hello, everyone. Let me just. I'm just in a bit of a pickle because I've put the wrong the wrong link into the Discord. Hang on. Let me get rid of that. Hang on. Just bear with me a second. That was a accident. There we go. Right, that's fixed. So we are done there. Thank you for bearing with me. Let me get the background music on and all that jazz, and then we'll be into the stream. Get my screen on as well. Yeah, welcome. Thank you for joining. Let's see. We are. There we go. Right, we're on. Screen's coming up now. How are we doing, people? Great to see you. Great to see you. Thank you for joining me for another day. We do find Bitcoin slightly down on today. Got some discussion points around that as well. But yes, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you here with me. And let me know what you are up to. Have you been trading since yesterday? And of course, your overall thoughts and feelings on the market. Let's get it going. But yeah, who's going to be first comment? We haven't had a comment yet, so who's going to be first comment now? What I will say is, obviously, we had this outlined on the stream yesterday. I forgot to set a limit sell up here. Obviously, this is what we outlined on the stream yesterday, taking out these highs. I forgot to set a limit order overnight. I set bid orders down here, but I completely forgot to set a sell order for up here, just in case we swept the highs. So yeah, that happened. That happened last night. So unfortunately, I missed, which would have been really nice entry as well. You know, anywhere in and around there would already be down almost 2.5%. So that would have been very, very nice indeed. But yeah, I completely forgot to set it. So that is my bad. Stonksy, how we doing? Great to see you. Viral meme run reposted this stream. Hiya. So this viral meme run reposted this stream, really? Okay. And this person, viral crypto run, is I'm guessing maybe that was an automated one, but viral crypto run. You're a chippy? You're a chippy holder. Hello, welcome to the stream. Great to see you. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for reposting as well. But yeah, I mean, we find ourselves obviously in here. We haven't had like that much movement since yesterday. Of course, when we were streaming yesterday, we was in and around here, wasn't we? We just had this fall off here on Bitcoin. It was on this candle when we ended the stream yesterday, which was some good price action, you know, some nice volatility. I am looking and waiting patiently. I'm really annoyed I missed this this short entry up here, but I'm looking and waiting patiently. I would love to get in, you know, anywhere in and around here, 102.5-ish. I would, yeah, I'd love to get in and around there. So what would we be wanting? Another 2% drop on Bitcoin today, please, is what I'm asking. That's so annoying because I could have had pinpoint entry there. But yeah, there we go. Move on. But yeah, let me know what you guys are trading, your thoughts on the market. Of course, we will have the vote out for US Open and all that jazz, but Bitcoin is looking a little bit weak today, isn't it? It's looking a little bit weak. All we've had is obviously just liquidations. Apart from that, we've not had too much in general. But I'm thinking, obviously, covered it yesterday. Did actually cover it on Wiz's stream this morning as well. I think, but I mean, something like this would make sense. It's what I'm looking for too. So we'll see if we get it or not. We'll see if we get it. But Bitcoin is looking a little bit weak today. So another push down further. I think it's on the cards. And that's what we'll be waiting for. Now let's see. What is this thing doing? Yeah, this thing is pushing back further down, isn't it? Coinbase, circle back below 100 yet? No, not yet. Gemmy. Oof, all the way down. God. Oh, these guys missed the earnings per share. They beat revenue, but that's not a lot of revenue, is it at all? It's not a lot of revenue at all. So yeah. That's where we're up to with that anyway. That's where we're up to with that. So, and yeah, all in all in Bitcoin, I'm just kind of waiting for it to get into here if it can. But yeah, do get your like on the stream, get your supporting on the stream, get your comments in as well. As we obviously go into the stream now. A couple of things to cover today, obviously. Some bits around the shutdown, which is basically pending to be over, isn't it? You know, nearly over. Got the CSE newsletter to cover as well. That went out today. And some other bits. But of course, we'll start off with the title of the stream. And the big man himself. Now, let me see. I don't think they go to here, do they? Need the Truth Social. Yeah, need the Truth Social ones. There we go. This is the one that we want. So obviously yesterday, Mr. Trump, Mr. Orange Man himself, was basically saying that, you know, the shutdown is coming to an end. Where are we? Let's go find it. What's that? Where are we? Where are we? I should have bookmarked it. Anyway, I don't know where it is. Where is it? Anyway, he posted yesterday, didn't he, that the shutdown is almost over. They've nearly done an agreement to obviously restart government. And then, of course, the $2,000 payments to low and middle income US citizens. So it will obviously be excluding high earners. But they are going to be giving a little stimulus, $2,000. Now, of course, for those of you that were around and, you know, maybe investing back then, whether it be in stocks or in crypto, will remember the stimulus that got given in and around COVID, which, of course, we then went on to have the best bull run that we've had in crypto anyway, back in 2021. So, obviously, this likely isn't going to, you know, cause that level of bull run again. You wouldn't imagine anyway. But what it can do is obviously give us some nice liquidity injection into altcoins, especially because, of course, there's massive money in Bitcoin. But $2,000, you can imagine, you know, say, for instance, 100 people decide to put that into the same coin at the same, you know, in and around the same day or week. And that's just counting 100 people. You know, if we go to 1,000 people, 2,000, 5,000 people, you know, the US is a massive population. What just can happen if a lot of this stimulus rolls into, obviously, crypto assets, altcoins, a lot of it likely will maybe stay in the pockets of people, maybe go into, obviously, some, you know, stocks, TradFi, gold, whatever. But a good portion of it should roll into crypto in some way or another. And of course, it may provide a nice liquidity injection that the market is crying out for. Do you think it's going to have much of an impact? Do let me know in the comments. Of course, if you haven't, drop a like on the stream. We are live and ready for today. I haven't set a limit bid on this just yet because I'm going to see obviously what happens in and around today. What I do need to do actually though is set some alerts for in and around here. But yeah, I haven't set a limit bid just yet because I'm going to just see what happens obviously before now and the end of today. But this is the region in and around here where I would love to bid. I would love to bid 102.5. I would love to bid 102.5. Is anyone already short? Is anyone already long? Do let me know, of course. Now. The CSC newsletter went live today. It does go live every single Tuesday too. And, you know, it puts in some great analysis, some great news stories, all that jazz. So let's have a read through it because it will be a nice start to the stream before we move on to do some, you know, analysis of Bitcoin, alts, and all that good stuff. But Bitcoin, as you can see, this level here, you know, you can see this on the 4 hour. Now you can see this very clearly on the daily too. But basically, this region in and around like 107 to 108, just a little bit below 107, is the KSR zone where Bitcoin found strong demand, you know, for many months over the summer. And then, of course, now it's being rejected from. Now, to the downside, of course, you've got demand in two key areas, obviously, where we've just looked at there. And then, of course, if that fails, in towards $100,000 and just below is strong demand. And then, of course, the CME gap further down, which is something that I am still wanting to see closed on a higher time frame before moving back up. But Bitcoin attempted to recapture the SR zone on Monday and early Tuesday morning, but has thus far met rejection. From here, Bitcoin has two areas of interest to the downside, above $102,000 and towards $100,000. These areas must hold or Bitcoin will likely head towards the CME gap down towards $90,000. However, if Bitcoin can flip 108,000 a run into 110 to 111,000, looks likely, and where the price will meet supply. Now you can see supply very easily on the chart because it's basically where Bitcoin started selling off from. So as you can see on this leg down that we got, this was the origin where supply came in. This is where obviously the sell pressure came in first and foremost from in and around 110, and where we obviously got the impulse to the downside. So that will be a tricky point for Bitcoin for sure, back up there, if it goes back up. So that's what we're looking at in terms of just breaking down the Bitcoin chart, what it's looking like in terms of each level. The 50 weekly moving average, we covered this last week. You are seeing this just pop up everywhere now. Everyone is looking at the 50 weekly moving average. But basically, you know, it can't be ignored. It does what it says on the tin. It's been providing the point of extremity for sell pressure since, of course, we had that first touch in 2024. So it has been providing that point of where value is coming for Bitcoin. You know, where's been the value area? It's been when it's touched the 50 weekly moving average. And as you can see, we've not closed below it yet. And even last week, while we closed with quite a fall off in that weekly candle, we closed above. So that's what we're looking at on the 50 weekly moving average anyway. Not yet to close below it. And if we do close below it, of course, some caution there for sure, given that the trend is that we're holding it. But it has been a pivotal place. And yeah, each time beforehand, it has been obviously a buy. Now we go on to something a bit more interesting. Now Bitcoin is starting to. It would be better if we just accelerated down. The faster we could get down here, if it's going to go there, the better. It would speed things up for sure. Howdy, Steve-O. Hey, Steve-O, I'm still waiting for your. I'm still waiting to see your mugshot in the Weatherspoons magazine. I'm still waiting to see it. I'm eager to see it as well. But of course, Zek. Is the Zek top in? What do we think? Is the Zek top in? Personally, I am kind of thinking that it may be kind of a macro top on Zek. But either way, this is what we're looking at on a daily. And for me, the daily has two quite interesting areas for it to come back into. On the 4 hour, I know on the 4 hour down towards 400 is quite a key area as well. So definitely wouldn't rule out a bounce in and around there. But looking on the daily, these look like good areas to me. And obviously, market structure-wise, what would we want to see? Well, this would be the high. Then we get some sort of low. Then we come up and put a lower high and then come in for a lower low. So if it actually did work out that we got the low here, lower high, and then came into this area for the lower low, that would actually work out quite well. But I traded this down yesterday. I didn't actually keep it open, but I did close it after it dropped down towards 550, I think it was, or 530. But it was a good trade. But it's pulled a 14x since mid-September. Like, that is crazy, isn't it? Like, not even 2 months. Not even 2 months, and it's done a 14x. Wild. Absolutely wild. And that was only from there as well. Obviously, a lot of people probably had a DCA average entry of maybe $20, $30. But yeah, to the downside to these two regions. And what we want to see is obviously whether it's actually becomes the high and then look for a lower high, or if it goes on to even new highs. But XMR, of course, the other privacy coin, and what is the true privacy coin out of them all? This has been lagging big time behind Zek and others such as Zen and Dash. This has been lagging big time, but it finally got its kind of singular on its own move over the weekend. Of course, retrace basically all of that now, nearly back down towards the starting points. But in terms of XMR structure, we may just be coming back down for a SR test in and around 340, just a bit above. As long as we hold there on the daily and we don't re-enter this range, maybe that is then back test and then, of course, rally on towards $500. If we do slip back into the range, then, of course, all it does is just reopen the range for it to potentially trade in. Yeah, Bitcoin is there pushing down now. GM, Hala, how we doing? Need to take a photo of it. We just got it yesterday. Oh, mate, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. Yeah, absolute legend, Steve-O. But yeah, we are falling down on Bitcoin now. Continuing this downtrend that we put in. Can we accelerate down to here? I'm still annoyed I didn't set a limit sell up here for overnight, but there we go. Let's try and capture the long anyway. The S&P selling off very marginally, as you can see. It's currently down 0.25%. This had a great rally yesterday, though. Obviously started to bounce back on Friday, but then Monday obviously extended that back up. But yeah, Bitcoin's looking rather weak, so let's see what happens when we come down to here. ETH is actually showing some great strength in the market today, so you ETH lovers and you altcoin lovers will obviously be liking seeing this. ETH showing some great strength. It's up 1.2% against Bitcoin on the day, as it basically just refuses to fall down. You can see Bitcoin's down 1.5%. ETH is down 0.33%, and just kind of holding on in and around, giving it that strength over Bitcoin. XRP down 2.5%, Sol down 2.5%, Hype down 3.5%, down towards $40 again. Of course, Zcash, BNB back below 1,000. But yeah, as you can see, everything has basically just been almost retracing. This had a great move, didn't it, yesterday? On can't remember what it was. They had some governance vote on this, didn't they, as well, which maybe lit the match. But we was looking at this on Friday and Thursday and Friday, I think it was, and it was basically just down towards its cycle lows, wasn't it? So no surprise to see it push back up from there. But everything basically just retracing. As you can see, it's moved from yesterday. You know, anything that rose up yesterday, it's basically just retraced it into today. Euro doing well today, though. 124, up 5%. If you get the magazine, I'm in the photo with the official Monster Raving Looney Party. Oh, mate, you're just going to have to send me them out. Send me them tonight when you get in. When you get in the house, send me the pictures over. But I will go to a Wetherspoons and try and pick up like my own physical copy so I can treasure it forever, Steve-O. Oh, no, my computer's froze again. Let me just do the shutdown. Hang on, I'll be back in a second. Let me get my screen back on. Should come through. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, do make sure you drop a big like on the stream if you haven't. Let me get the poll up anyway for moving into US Open. Oh, Q&A. Hang on, let me get rid of that. Start a poll. There we go. Hit that with that. Obviously, Euro, kind of the outlier in the whole market alongside Borg, which is at 1.4%. But this is definitely moving a lot different to the rest of the market. And as you can see, Stonksy has been in the green background on the 1 hour since 90 cents, which is great. But yeah, not too much in the green today. Zen, one of the other privacy coins, but you can see this is just marginally in the green, isn't it? This is just very marginal in the green. This thing getting hammered. Yeah, there's not too much in the green today. Not too much in the green. Let's go back. There we go. We're pushing down a bit further now, down to 104. What is going on here? Yeah, a bit of a quiet day though, isn't it? It's a bit of a quiet day. It's a bit of a quiet time overall. I think even though we are getting some decent lower time frame movement, you know, around Bitcoin and alts, it's definitely a quiet time because it just seems like everything's kind of stuck, doesn't it? Where Bitcoin is concerned. Let's check what these are doing pre-market. Got Nvidia down to 195, down 2% pre-market. Apple up slightly. Meta down 1.16. Microsoft down half. Amazon down. Tesla down 1%. And Google down 0.6. Obviously, big one yesterday was Nvidia snapping back nearly 6%. But pre-market losing some of them gains, losing 2%. Snapped back quite well though from that sell-off that we got on Friday. But yeah, just remaining patient with Bitcoin. Just remaining patient. Nothing really much to do, is there, until we approach a level of interest. Did anyone time this short nicely? I don't know why I didn't set a limit sell there overnight. I don't know why I didn't set it. Bit annoying, to be honest, but yeah. See what we can come out with from if we drop further down. Which it seems like that's where it's heading, doesn't it? We tried to break above here yesterday. Again, yesterday into early hours of today. And couldn't. Rejection, sell pressure. So come back down. Which would fill in the Sunday move quite nicely as well. Obviously come and clear this. Fill that in. And then hopefully round off in and around here, hopefully. But that's what we've got. And yeah. There's nothing really much else going on, is there? Let me know, of course, if you want me to cover anything. Let me just disconnect this. Today is Veterans Day in the States, so maybe slower than normal. Is the market open? Oh, yeah, of course it is, because we've got pre-market pricing. Yeah, we had Remembrance Day in the UK over the weekend too. We had Remembrance Day over the weekend, so yeah, it's that time of year, isn't it? It's that time of year. I assume as well that we will have Thanksgiving soon at this month, innit? Or is it not? Oh no! So the next one that we actually have is Christmas Day. Christmas Day is the next full holiday closure for the US stock market, which falls on a Thursday. Okay. I thought unless Thanksgiving's on a weekend this year. Maybe Thanksgiving's on a weekend. I assume Steve-O in the chat will let me know too. But yeah, so we've got no closure now until Christmas Day. Interesting. Obviously, they both fall on a Thursday, Christmas Day, and then New Year's Day. But Veterans Day is not a stock market holiday. The markets are open. Bond markets follow a different schedule and close for Veterans Day, but equities do not. So the bond market's closed today, but the stock market is open as usual. But yeah, we covered the CSE newsletter so far, which is put together by myself and Spud. So if you're not following it, or you're not getting it dropped in your email box, of course, you can sign up to this on the website. But we may have to, depending on what kind of price action we get, we may have to improvise a bit again. I know, obviously, on Friday we were looking at kitchens. We may have to improvise a bit again because, yeah, we've not got a whole lot of movement, have we? But it's great to have you fine people here with me anyway. I haven't got any trades on at the moment. I think this is going to be the new stream account, to be honest. I think we're just going to have this as the new stream account. Hang on. Yeah, I think we'll just have this as the new stream account. Why is it showing that? Do I have an order? Oh, I do have an order. I thought I'd cancelled that. Oh, it was for higher up. That's oh yeah. I set a limit for higher up in case it spiked up. Yeah, in and around there just in case. Didn't get it. Yeah, I don't have any bids in. Don't have any orders in just yet. But yeah, this is the area. Hopefully 102.5 if we can tag it would be nice. We was actually meant to have CPI this week, but obviously with the government shutdown, it's not got scheduled time. Don't know whether we'd actually still get it if the government shutdown ended, say, today or tomorrow. But that should be ending. So what are you guys expecting? I mean, that stimulus is obviously going to be nice for anyone that gets it, a free $2,000. It'd just be like, you know, any of us in the UK getting a free, what, $1.5 something like that, which would be nice. You're long on ETH, are you, Gonksy? Well, yeah, ETH is showing signs of strength for sure. I mean, it's barely down on the day, while Bitcoin is down 1.5%, which is obviously, yeah, strong in ETH Bitcoin. Let me just check my email. Here we go. following the 5 min on Stonksy. With the 5 min on Stonksy, I don't know what the red ended up closing at yesterday. But when we got the drop yesterday, let's see. So the red ended up closing in just a small profit there, obviously from opening here. But when we was on stream, obviously, if I get my mouse for this just to zoom out, the red had been open since down here. Sorry, the green had been open since down here, with obviously the green arrow on the 5 minute, and traded it all the way up there. And then we had the red open with the red arrow. We then pumped up a little bit and then sold off. But when I left the stream, obviously it was in and around down here, which was great. Ended up closing obviously down there. So it was in profit, but not as much in profit down here. But then it did avoid, of course, being open when this happened early hours this morning. So yeah, good. But I mean, that was a great bit of volatility that we got yesterday on stream. We don't need to go down too much further to come into my level of interest. I'm hoping that we could get it quite fast, to be honest, so I can get into a long today. Afternoon, Gary. You're also long on ETH. Legends. But yeah, that's Bitcoin. Let's see. So you're looking at... Okay, yeah, you're looking at the 5 minute. The 5 minute green there. Yeah, I mean, ETH's looking strong today. You know, obviously nicely up against Bitcoin on the day, and not really down itself, while Bitcoin is, and of course other altcoins are. So ETH is showing signs of strength, which is good. Yeah, let's see what we can get on Bitcoin. Just another little tiny drop. Just pull into there and a fast reversal throughout the day, please. Would be nice. Wouldn't that be nice? Of course, do make sure you drop a like on the stream if you haven't. What are we up to? What are we up to? 5 likes? Come on. There's 5 more of you legends. There's more than 5 of you legends in the chat that I know will give likes. So please do drop a like. Let's get us to 10. Get me to 10 likes. I'll be happy. But currently, the poll is mostly people thinking up on US Open. So we'll see what we get with that. But currently as it stands, for where Bitcoin is, it could be just a flip of a coin. Could just be a flip of a coin, really. Let's just check this. Yeah, I mean, what are we up to? What are we up to next? What are we up to next? What are we up to next? I'm not really too sure, to be honest. There's not a whole lot going on, is there, compared to yesterday for what we covered. What's some memes doing? Oof. Some of these taking some heavy hits. These have rebounded quite well. The ones that we looked at. Fartcoin, SPX, and the other one was Bear, wasn't it, that we put on our sheet on Friday. They rebounded quite well over the weekend from the lows. Obviously, these are down quite a bit today, but they rebounded really well and retraced a bit. But so Bitcoin pushed back up. Nice little 5 minute hammer there, to be fair. Nice little 5 minute on the hammer, which maybe leads to some upside action. You've got 100 pull-ups in the gym to do to keep us motivated. Bring on the pump. I want to keep you motivated. Come on, Sean. Come on, Sean. Do it. Do it, Sean. Come on. Come on, Sean. Don't be cheating now. Don't want any half reps. No half reps, Sean. Come on. Come on. Do it properly as well. Do it properly. Don't be messing around. Get it done. Get it done now. Make sure you're getting it done. Oh, what's this? Just reading the Discord messages. Okay, yeah. Anyone else looking at this area? I want to make sure I've got my leverage right as well. Yeah, 20x would be fine for that. Come on, Sean. Yeah, I mean, do make sure you drop a like on the stream as well. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's get these likes up. But, yeah, I mean, in terms of Bitcoin and alts, we don't have a great deal to kind of observe, do we? We don't have a great deal to observe. Not much change from yet. I'll tell you what, though. I think the obviously we covered ZEC, ZEC falling off. But I think just in general, the whole kind of privacy narrative, I think is looking dead, innit? I mean, that is looking like just a blow off top. And you've got to remember as well, these coins have waited years to have this type of run. So you can imagine, can't you? Anyone that was underwater from buying up here, that was the perfect exit liquidity, wasn't it? For, anyone that, say, maybe like bought $200 plus, to be able to get out at just a little tiny, 20-25% loss after all that time is great. I mean, but you think, this has waited 4 years, basically. 4 years to get back towards that level. It's been a long, long time coming. And it, if you average, say you'd been DCAing and your average entry was 25, you'd have to bite your hand off for like a 6-7x there, wouldn't you? A lot of these. This one was interesting, Zen. That didn't go as high as I thought. I don't think this one's over. Of course, we covered that in a newsletter. This is probably one where I would say it's probably not over for them. But I mean, look at that. Look at that monthly. It's still 19 days to go in the month, but that is looking pretty horrendous, isn't it? And look at that on Stonksy. What a nice catch there on the hourly. Bang. Lovely. But yeah, I think in the main ones being ZEC and Dash that have ran are looking very, very toppy, in my opinion. Very toppy. You've got high, low, lower high, lower low now, unless it obviously continues going lower before any sort of pushback up. I wouldn't be surprised on this, though. I mean, this is one coin, I think, with the strength that it's had. Definitely wouldn't bet against it going and maybe putting in further highs. But I'm not interested in trying to time it. Analysts foresee a possible sharp drop for Zcash, with some traders estimating the decline to around $500 by November. Well, that's already happened, hasn't it? Don't know when that was. That already happened. But yeah, Bitcoin. Just a game of patience now. We're in between two key areas, aren't we? You got resistance up here, and then you've got test of demand down here. We're just kind of in limbo in the middle, waiting patiently like a lion ready to pounce. But yeah, that's what we're up to anyway. Very, very patient time. Very, very patient time. I wish I could say more. I wish I could say more. I don't really have any other wisdom apart from we're just kind of literally wedged in the middle of the two areas, and I'm wanting it to come down to here. We do obviously have US Open coming at us in 40 minutes. Do make sure you vote on the poll if you haven't. Drop some likes as well. You guys have got the likes up, which is good. Thank you very much. But yeah, the US shutdown is looking like it's going to be over this week. I mean, let's see what we're at. This is a good discussion point as well. Is what do you think will happen with this in December? I think they'll actually do no change, to be honest. I want this to kind of get priced out. I want this to kind of drift out towards as low as possible. What's this one? So no change. So no change was 7% before the meeting in October. What a chance that was. Yeah. I want this to kind of, if that can drift back down, hopefully, then I'm looking at taking one on that. That's something I'm looking at on Polymarket anyway. But the other one is, what is it? Oh yeah, shutdown. When will the shutdown end? So it's a 95% chance that the shutdown ends this week. And then a 4% chance it's after this week. Don't know about you, but I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not really some sort of expert on all this, but I mean, with 4 days to go, you would think it probably will end this week. But imagine if it doesn't. That is obviously a really outside bet, innit? I mean, even $50 returns $1,000 if it doesn't happen. Maybe something I'd be interested in, to be fair. I may be interested in that. So obviously the 15th takes us up to when? Friday, I'm guessing. No, Saturday. Yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested in maybe just having a little. Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? But that is obviously, I mean, the expectation is that it does end this week. I may just have a little go on that 4% one. What's the worst that can happen? But yeah, I may have a little go on that. But that's obviously the main discussion point for this week. Is obviously, you know, the reaction to whenever the shutdown ends. We got much going on here when you panic sell is when we bottom. Please don't make us suffer much longer. Cheers. God bless. Yeah, I mean, panic, chaos is what we all want, innit? They make the best buying opportunities. This guy, you always see this guy everywhere, don't you? Besant. He's everywhere, commenting on everything. He's absolutely everywhere. I mean, he is the Treasury Secretary, but he's everywhere. Oh, look at that. Spotted in Amsterdam Airport. Invest in Bitcoin. Your way. Gemini. Any got any more? Tom Lee predicts a massive supply shock and a $3 million Bitcoin. This guy keeps giving targets every single day. I don't know if you've seen, but this guy is literally just giving targets every single day, no matter what. Like constantly giving targets. Oh, here we come. Come on, can we get it over with now? Let me know in the chat though, what do you guys want me to cover? Anything specific? We've got 35 minutes until US Open. I do need the toilet, but I mean, this is what we're waiting for. Hopefully we can enter a trade on stream today, if we can get down to here anyway. That will be where I'm looking to enter a trade, down to there. I do need the toilet though, so I'll have to go. In the meantime, what I will do is task you with a few things. If you haven't liked, do drop a like, please. If you aren't signed up to BLOFIN too, I will drop the link in the description. It is non-KYC. It's the best exchange, of course, where I'm going to be trading, hopefully today, if we can get a push down in towards the grey area. That is in the description. And in the chat is the best non-KYC exchange out there. Either that, just grab a drink, grab something to eat, relax yourself, but I'll just be a couple minutes while I go to the toilet. And then, yeah, we'll see what we're getting after that. And James has popped into the chat. Hello, James. Welcome, mate. Keep the chat entertained while I'm gone. I'll only be a couple minutes. And I'll see you lovely folks in a sec. Yo, I'm back. How are we all? Oh, most of you stayed as well. Oh, thank you so much. It's an honor to have most of you stay with me. Just arrived and you're leaving, rude. I know, man. Sense that you was in here and I thought I need to get away from him. Jeff, my man, how you doing? Great to see you, Jeff. Oh, thank you for joining, mate. We are looking like maybe we want to just walk slowly down into here, don't we? Hopefully, well, maybe US Open could speed that up, which would be good for what I'm looking to do anyway. Hopefully, there's no one that really really doesn't want it to go down towards 102.5-ish. If you do, I apologize profusely, but hopefully not. Now, let me see. I think I'm gonna. When will the government shutdown end? I know I'm actually gonna take that. No. 12th to the 15th. November 16th plus. Yes. Let's do that. Let's buy yes. Let's have a go on that. We'll try that. There we go. So that is my little guesswork for this week on Polymarket anyway. Done. We will soon see, won't we? We will soon see. But yeah, I mean, what are we looking at next? That is the question, isn't it? That is the question. We've got 21 votes. I'm guessing everyone's voted on this that wants to vote on. So a lot of people thinking that we're going up on US Open. So we will see about that, won't we? We will see. Yeah. I'm still hoping that we get into here. And obviously, for anyone wondering what would I be doing down here, of course, it's not financial advice, but this would kind of be, and I probably wouldn't get there. I'd probably be looking to take it maybe in and around 102.75, maybe 8, whatever. And I would be probably doing something like this. A bit of a wide stop, to be honest. I'd be looking to have a bit of a wide stop. Maybe pull it up a little bit, to be fair, tighten up. The only thing I'd be wary of is obviously, if we break down, then I think we'll probably come for these lows here. So that would make sense as an area, because if we come down below there, it would make sense to come and clean up these lows. But I'd probably have something like that. And then I would maybe be looking in towards 110, because that's where I would next want to kind of pull the short trigger. So maybe in and around 109.5, getting ready to short at around 110. That would probably be what I'd be looking at. That would give me an R ratio of basically 5, which is not bad. But that is kind of in and around the thing I'd be looking to do if we can get down there. Of course, big if. It's a big if, but yeah, that's what I'd be looking to do. And if we actually go and have a look, I actually think there's there's some definite similarities now between this and what happened when we last bottomed, which I don't think really we've spoke about at all. So let me actually turn off Stonksy for a second, because this is a really good discussion point. So if we actually go back to when we last had our big drop, which was, hang on, where are we? Which one am I thinking of here? Hang on. This one. Obviously, we got further downside there, but this is the exact. I suppose you could maybe look at it like this as well. You could maybe look at it like that. But this is kind of the thing I'm thinking that maybe we come and do. Maybe this. Maybe something like that. But let me do a bar thing on this. Where is the bar thing? I haven't used that in ages. Bars pattern. It's black. Right. Now what we need to do is drag that over, because I'm thinking that maybe we just kind of go up in like some sort of channel before falling back off like we did there. Right. So as you can see, we are already kind of in the midst of it. Now, if I just put that like down towards there, you can see obviously we are starting to form some form of upwards channel. Now, I can make this a bit easier for everyone too by going and clicking parallel channel. Obviously something like that. Let me do it as lines instead, actually. So obviously something like this is what I'm thinking that we do, which obviously would bring us down to touching the bottom of the channel, and then also then bring us perfectly into there towards the top of the channel. So that's what I'm thinking, is we come down and basically do something very similar to what we did last time, where we went. And what I probably should do is let me go back. Let me know if you agree with this or not. And then get the full thing. Which would actually line up pretty nicely. It would line up pretty nicely now. We'd be looking for it to do just a little bit more to get in towards that. Hang on, let me match it up nice. Yeah, so something like that. Obviously, the similarities are there. You know, this went up in a channel. This is going up in a channel pretty nicely. And looking for then obviously some sort of fallout once we get into supply out of the channel, and then towards 90 is obviously what I'm looking at. But definitely looking at them similarities between that March price action and this. So you know, maybe something like obviously come down, touch, and then maybe like grind up, and then maybe like one more down, and then into there, and then bounce, and then something like that. And just follow this channel in towards supply, kind of just leading it, you know, kind of just walking a horse to water in towards supply, and then tumble. That's kind of what I'm thinking. You could see the similarities between this and the March price action, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know. Do you guys think that's a load of tosh? Do you think it maybe looks reasonable to you? Let me know. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. We go straight to 1 million. Yeah. Imagine that. You imagine how that would look on the chart. This is what I'm hoping for. This will give the best trading opportunities, to be honest. Find obviously the because of the way that this is topped, we've basically created the channel now. We've basically created the premise for the channel. So we then can trade the channel, believing that it's a channel, hopefully anyway. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm so bearish, therefore I'm long everything to counter trade myself. Yeah, I suppose. Suppose not a bad idea, but yeah, I mean this is how I'm thinking that this will go. Makes sense that we trade up in a channel as well. You know, we did it last time, didn't we? We did it last time back in March. This? No, hang on. Where is it? This. This is exactly. This is the channel I'm talking about. This is the exact channel I'm talking about. Now, if you look, we did the exact same thing too last time, where we were just obviously just chopping up and down in the channel, up and down, up and down. We then obviously sold off, like you'd be looking for this time. If you actually look, we did actually just chop up and up and up until we come back into supply on here as well. You look, obviously supply, bang, there we go. That's exactly what we did. We just chopped up into the range until we come back into supply, which where obviously it fell from. I remember as well. I remember I was short from here. I had a short entry like 88k, and when we were just kind of stuck in this range for like a week, I got really impatient with it and just ended up closing it at like 86.5, and then missed the fall off, which I was really annoyed about. And then forgot to set a limit sell for reapproaching it too. So it's just a whole calamity, really. But yeah, not making the same mistake again. So we'll come back anyway, won't we? We'll come back probably like in a couple of days and next week to revisit to see how this is planning out and see if it is. But James is counter trading himself, so that's the point of the market we're up to. James is now counter trading himself. Do make sure you drop a like if you haven't. Of course, if you do want to counter trade yourself anywhere, you do counter trade yourself on BLOFIN. Do make sure you do that. Counter trade yourself on BLOFIN. But we've got 15 minutes to go until US Open. I've got myself stuck in a long from 110. I'm holding on to break even. Then if we don't go through it, I'll just close it. Well, mate, exactly what I was just looking at then is probably music to your ears then, isn't it? I think exactly what I was looking at then is probably music to your ears if this plays out. It may just take a bit of time. You know, it may take another 10 days, a week or so. But if this channel and the idea is right, where we're kind of doing the same, just slow grinding up pattern that we did in March, then that should get you out in and around break even, I think. Hopefully. So I bet that's music to your ears. I hope that it happens. So I'm hoping, mate, because yeah, I would love to trade it from here up to here and then short it down to there, and then you can get out your trade as well. Yeah, that or James Wing getting liquidated again should help. Why? What is he doing? Is he short? Mr. Win, is he short? And you just kind of want it. You just kind of want it to just rip the plaster off, or band-aid, if you, of course, for my American friends, and just come down and test it. Like, just come and do it. Of course, a reminder what we planned out last week for if, you know, we drop towards 90k, the best, in our opinion, risk reward altcoins that we looked at on stream on Friday. This was a great stream. I enjoyed doing this. We should do this more often. But we've done best overall risk reward, large caps, and then meme / high risk reward ones. Yeah. It'd be interesting to come back to this at the end of the year and see if we got down there, if we didn't, and if we did get down there, obviously what price things were. He's short again, is he? Let's go and see. Let's see, where is he? I assume look on chain have maybe tweeted it out. I don't know his address to search on Hyperliquid. There we go. Is this it? Oh, he got liquidated 12 times again in the last 12 hours. Bloody hell, this was on the 10th, so this was yesterday. After suffering 45 liquidations over the past 2 months, James finally had one winning trade, but instead of taking profit, he kept adding to the position. Ultimately, he was liquidated again. He's got to be doing this for a laugh now, Annie, surely. He's got to be having a laugh, surely. Either that or he's literally just gambled all his money away. I don't know which one's which. Crazy, innit? Crazy. Hello, Delta. How we doing, mate? Great to see you, Delta fella. Not much, mate. We're just kind of patiently waiting for US market to open. We're just patiently waiting for US market to open, and that's about it. Apart from that, not really much going on, is there? There's not really much going on. Bloody hell, look at this. 180-month auto loans are now being offered in the US in an attempt to lower monthly car payments. What's that? That's like... That's about... Is that 15 years? So Trump wants to do 50-year mortgages. Thing is about a 50-year mortgage, even if you took it out at 20, if you took it out at 20, you only finish paying it off when you're bloody 70. 180 a month. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. Like, can you imagine being tied down to a car for 15 years? If that is 15 years. What is it? Is it 15 or 14 years? Oh, 15 years, huh? 15. The amount in debt in the US is crazy. Like, it just seems like people are just taking on more and more debt. Yeah, there you go. That's what I said, wasn't it? What was that then? Presidential schedule? Oh, for Veterans Day. Low-key, it could be a way for the government to make sure normal people won't own anything. Yeah. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. That is a saying that we have. I don't know if you say it over in America. I think you probably do as well, to be fair, Jeff. But you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. To say, definitely a saying coming over here, like, stronger as well now. With this bloody impending budget that we're going to have in the next week or two over here. By Christ. I can only imagine how bad it's going to be. I guess the mortgage thing would be to help young people get on the ladder. Oh, no, yeah, that's what it is. It's to help people get on the ladder. But, I mean, you're basically just trapping them into more debt, aren't you? Because the interest payments, can you imagine how much more interest they'll pay over an extra 20 years compared to what they pay over 30 now? It basically does just help people get on the ladder, yeah, because what you'd probably have with 50-year mortgages, I bet you that the deposit would be extremely low. Like, there's some in over here, isn't there? There's some over here where you can now get 0% mortgages, 0% deposit mortgages, where you just get a full 100% mortgage. I think you have to qualify for it by having rented for a couple of years and prove that you've paid your rent on time, like for several years in a row. But yeah, it's basically just a way to get young people on the ladder, yeah. But I imagine it will be like where you don't have to really put a deposit down. But I mean, the interest payment addition will be crazy for an extra 20 years. Don't worry, Labour promised no. Well, this is what we were talking about on Wizard Stream this morning, mate. Yeah, they broke the manifesto. Breaking your manifesto like that should trigger a general election because you've basically just lied to your voters, haven't you? You've lied to your voters, and you have gone back on your word. I mean, that's the latest on a very, very, very long list of things that should get Labour out of government. But I mean, it's the latest thing in it, yeah. Rachel Thieves, coming after more of everyone's money. I mean, Labour just... I don't even want to go into it because this isn't a political stream, but yeah, I mean, you're just lost for words, aren't you, about just how incompetent and just idiotic, really, the whole thing is. I made a joke on Wiz's stream that they sit down in Downing Street every day, they get given glasses of milk, and they all get the crayons out and start colouring pictures on paper. Probably first thing that they do, 9 o'clock in Downing Street. Get the crayons out, get the glasses of milk, and everyone have a bit of quiet colouring in time until we until they move on. I missed the R back down. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of things, crypto stocks, as you can see, and then altcoins basically just retraced the gains from yesterday. And over the weekend, of course. We had Friday was a great day for altcoins, weren't it? Friday was insane. Like, just Friday afternoon, it just come out of nowhere, didn't it? Just altcoins popping like 10, 20%. And then, of course, Sunday was a good day as well. But I think most things have retraced a lot of the gains anyway. But yeah, we got US Open coming at us in 1 minute. Well, not 1 minute, actually. 15 seconds. So we'll see what we've got. And there we go. We are open. So there's the opening bell. It's a shame that Nick's not here. Nick is always excited for the vote and then the bell. It's a shame that Nick's not here, but we are open now. So as you can see, the S&P is down on the day so far in futures, but it's looking like it's pushing a little bit straight on open. Got Nvidia down 2% on open, Apple up 0.5%, Meta, Microsoft down 0.5%, Amazon break even, Tesla down 1.5%, and in Google down around about 0.5%. So that's what we've got across the Mag 7 as well. Now, over to you, Bitcoin. What are you going to do? Over to you, Bitcoin. What are we going to do? Starting to drop off a little bit now. Starting to drop off a little bit. But, we are in the first couple minutes of US Open, so... Oh, look at Gemini. By Christ. Down over 12%, 13% down. Jeez. They obviously had really bad earnings per share. They don't really make a lot of money, Gemini, do they? The revenue's horrendous. Circle back towards 100. MSTR plummeting. Everything's plummeting by the looks of it. Come on, just get it over with. Come on, get it over with. I'm actually surprised the markets are open given the holiday. Yeah, it's actually not a holiday for the stock market, Jeff. It is a holiday for the bond market, so the bond market is closed. But in terms of the stock market, yeah, it's not a holiday. And interestingly, what day is Thanksgiving for you guys this year? I had a look because I asked Grok when was the next holiday for the stock market. And it's actually Christmas Day. That is the next one. There's no. I'm guessing maybe it's Thanksgiving on a weekend this year then. But yeah, there's no actually like midweek holiday for the stock market until Christmas Day now, which I found surprising. But yeah, the bond market is closed today. What's this I've got coming through? Thanksgiving is always on a Thursday. All right. Maybe it is closed then. I don't know. Maybe Grok is wrong. So if Thanksgiving's on a Thursday, you would think that the markets will be closed, wouldn't you? So, let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, it is closed. 27th. Honestly, I asked Grok before. I said, when is the next holiday for the stock market? It said Christmas Day. Let's see. Yeah, so Thanksgiving, yeah, on a Thursday. It didn't say that before. It said it was just Christmas Day. And then you've got early closes. The next early close will be the day after Thanksgiving. So you've obviously got Thanksgiving, Thursday 27th, Thanksgiving Day, which the market will be closed. And then it's only a half day on the Friday. So it's only a half day on a Friday. So really, from Wednesday onwards, there's not really going to be much in terms of your stock action. And then, of course, half day on Christmas Eve as well. We're not even too far away from that, are we? Honestly, I'm telling you, as soon as we get to the 1st of December, I'm going to be wearing a Christmas hat. May get a Christmas jumper, I'm not sure. But then have, in the background, Christmas songs. Can you guys hear the background music quite well? Let me know. Can you guys hear the background music quite well? Or how faint is it when it comes through? Do let me know, because, yeah, I've got to be having just Christmas songs on in the background. It'd be quite fun. But yeah, I mean, we're just bit of a dry open, isn't it? It's a bit of a dry open. We're just very steadily waiting. Very steadily waiting. Yeah, it's fine. Although the background music should be the Nintendo. Oh, have I still got it on here? I don't know if I've still got it. Hang on. This. Have I just made your day, James? Maybe even made your week? That should be my nighttime sleepy. Oh, can you imagine trying to get to sleep to this? I reckon you'd have the worst nightmares going. That was better than my old. Yeah. Producer, that tune must have been on serious stuff. I know, yeah. Imagine this as well, back in like, well, this must have been made back in probably about what 2005. Like, when did the Wii even come out? Must have been like mid 2000s, mustn't it? Mid to late 2000s, but yeah, I mean, what else have we got? Night driving. Oh, this is. I don't know why I've always had that daydreaming. No, we don't want that. Feeding the ducks. This one's called Feeding the Ducks. Let's see what Feeding the Ducks like. Best background music ever. I'm glad you guys like it. This one's called Feeding the Ducks. I like this one. Night driving. Let's see what this is. Oh, feel dizzy now. Let's have night driving on. Let's have something different on. A bit of night driving. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. I feel like that's. You can imagine. Oh yeah. Just listening to this. 80s in Miami. Do you know what I used to love? Does anyone used to see them TikToks where it was like AI generated, and a lot of it would be like 70s, 80s time in America, and it'd be like AI generated images, and you'd scroll across on TikTok, and it'd have that one type of music on, and it would really fill you with like almost like you was there. I know maybe some of you guys were there. I don't know. Around that time, not too sure, but I wasn't. But it kind of makes you feel like you was there. Oh, gives you like real like vibes of when you were there. Like, imagine like Miami in the 80s. You're a detective on homicide. You got a big case and you can't crack it, and you come home to your apartment overlooking the city. You get a couple of rocks out, get them into your glass, some whiskey. You sit there thinking to yourself, "Oh, how am I going to crack this case?" Oh, that's like peak American dream, that, isn't it? I think the hippie era was probably the best time to be alive. Do you reckon? What was the hippie era? Probably like 70s, was it? 70s, I think. What are you on? Nothing. I'm sitting here patiently waiting for Bitcoin to plummet down here so I can fill my long. That's about it. That's all I'm on. What are you on? Let me try and find one of these. What I'm on about, so you don't just think I'm an idiot. Let's see. Yeah, this is the type of ones. Now let me see if this has got the right song. It's really imperative that it's got the right song. Yeah. That's the song. There we go. Do you know what? I've got the exact thing. It's got the right music. It has to be this music as well. There you go. I've put the link in the chat to take you to the TikTok. Now it's that music with that kind of vibe of like that kind of 80s look. Oh, honestly, it makes you feel like you were there. Go and watch it. I thought the music was Wii. What are you on about? You're on no. The Wii music is this one. This is the Wii music. That's the Wii. This is the Wii music. That one. 60s was the hippie era, was it? Yeah, go and watch that TikTok. It's got that exact music that I'm on about. It's that specific tune, but then like them types of vibes from the pictures where it just looks like, you know, like the sun shine differently. It was more golden and orange, and just everything was a lot more colourful, and you could kind of smell the nostalgia in the air. That's exactly what I'm on about. Now we're making some headway now on Bitcoin. Come on, let's just speed things up a bit. We need this to fall off a cliff so it can speed things up a bit. That's what we need. We need this to speed things up. Come on, just slowly walk in here. Come on, down you come. Now let me go and throw. I'm gonna go and throw a limit bid of 108 to 102,800 on there. And we want to use all of it, and then we want to use. Let me see. Where did I have my thingy drew before? Yeah, 101,400. Yeah. There we go. Buy limit in. This is a better background music now, isn't it? I like this. It's funky. It's funky as hell. Yeah, I mean, kind of just stuck. We're kind of just stuck, aren't we? For what to ETH's dropping off a bit more now, so ETH has kind of caught up to the tumble. ETH was holding strong, but it's kind of caught up to the tumble now. Where would I be looking on ETH? Obviously, in the event that Bitcoin gets its drop down, probably in and around this bit here. Probably just in and around there. Makes good sense. Maybe pull that up just a slight bit, yeah. So in and around there. Oh, yeah, it's tumbling now, isn't it? Come on, Bitcoin, just get a move on. Come on, just get a move on. Yeah, ETH's falling down now, matching it. It's crazy that when we was towards the start of the stream, ETH Bitcoin was up like 1.5%. Now it's negative, and ETH has gone from being down like 0.25% to being down 2%. Well, there we go. We're speeding it up now, aren't we? We're speeding it up out of ETH long. I would just maybe, if you want to jump back in, mate, I would maybe just look for Bitcoin. Once Bitcoin gets down here, see the reaction. Of course, not financial advice, but my Bitcoin long is down here. What's going on? Yeah, my Bitcoin long is in the order book down there, so we're accelerating there now. So that's kind of in and around the area I'm looking for. Just patience in it, patience. But I've been saying it since the start of the stream, so you can't say I'm not good to you guys. Got a run, Dave. Have a good one. Yeah, no worries, mate. Got out on the background change. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Shame that we didn't get a Bitcoin one on the 5 minutes for this dump. That would have been perfect because it got it all the way up, and it would have been nice if it got it all the way back down. Did anyone watch this TikTok, by the way? Honestly, that music that's on there, just it makes you feel some sort of like nostalgic pain. It's crazy. I've just set another one as well on a different account for in and around that region. So we'll see. We will see what happens. Just a little bit more to go. Give it another 1,000 to the downside. A little bit more. And I think we can be very happy with that. Oh, Nvidia's getting hammered today. Yes, SoftBank sold all their shares of Nvidia in October, so a bit of a delayed piece of data, really, because it's from a couple of weeks ago. But yeah. It's getting there slowly. I don't think we're going to have time to watch this on stream now, are we, before it gets down there? But yeah, big thank you to everyone that watched. It's not been, we've not had the most price action on stream so far. But I did give you a decent plan. So again, it's not financial advice, but something I'll be looking out for. Do make sure to drop a like. Of course, sign up to Stonksy. Links in the description. Sign up to BLOFIN. And yeah, I'll catch you guys, of course, tomorrow for tomorrow's stream. We'll see what we've got. See what reaction we get from Bitcoin. If it does get down here, I'll pop it into the Discord, of course. And yeah, in the meantime, take it easy and stay safe in the market. Bye for now.